Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I am here after over a year without posting a video to do a flip through and kind of catch you up to what's been going on in my life and where I've been. Spoiler alert, I really haven't been anywhere. And I just wanted to catch you up, talk about where I've been, and maybe start posting some videos and not have a huge gaping hole. Just a little warning, I'm gonna try to do a talk through video, so it may be a little long, but I'm out of practice. I haven't been doing voiceovers, I haven't been editing, I haven't been doing any of these things. So it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be kind of raw and maybe not the best, but let's see what happens. So like I said, I'm gonna do a talk through video. Basically, I just want to do a flip through of last year's planner because I didn't do very many videos of that, but by catching you up, and it will be less abrupt, I think, if I start posting more videos. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get started. So this is my Chatty stickers planner. Pretty thick because I've been planning in it from last year. Most of these in January and I think February were filmed. I didn't do my monthlies. I put down the stickers. This is from Chatty Stickers, but I plan on going back and doing them. I really, really want to, and I have everything to do them. And I just kind of want to do that off camera in my own time and hopefully find some peace in that. So I do want to finish them, and maybe I'll post some pictures on Instagram. Definitely hold me accountable and ask me about them to see if I've done them, but I really want to. So this was the first week of January. There's a plan with me of this week on YouTube. This is from, gosh, I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for me to, remember some of the shop names for some of these kits. I'm just so rusty. It's really unbelievable how rusty I am, guys. But this, I'm actually looking up where this is from. Oh, Vanilla Paper Co. So I did a plan with me video, not much to say about this. So last that I filmed a couple weeks after Go Wild of last year, and then I think I filmed a Go Wild haul, if I remember correctly, and then I kind of fell off a little bit after that. This is from, oh gosh, sorry, I'm not even in frame. Hold on. This is a kit from Simply Beautiful Plans. This plan with me is also up on the channel. This is from a kit from Paper Trail Plans. I'm just super rusty. That's all this is. I'm just super rusty. I really love Paper Trail Plans. So what you're gonna find as I go through these and just do as quick of a flip through as possible, you're gonna find a vast difference between the spreads that I filmed, like this one, and the spreads that I did in my own time. And a lot of that isn't because I try to impress when I'm on camera or anything like that, but it's really kind of like just lack of time. So really where I've been, okay, Go Wild happened last year in Anaheim. And then after that, I feel like the world opened up. Oh, and I love this kit. This spread is this Vanilla Paper Co. too? No, this is Chatty Stickers. This is Chatty Stickers. The world opened up. So let's just get to Go Wild, because I feel like that was the change, the big change in my life. This is Vanilla Paper Co. There is a plan with me on my channel. I'm pretty sure I did this in a haul video somewhere. This is Chatty Stickers. Again, I'm gonna do these. I am. Okay, and then did I film this? This is Paper Focus. I don't know if the shop is open. This is not foiled, but I do believe I did this on camera as well. And then I did like a Go Wild haul. So this is, by the time these are coming up, I've gone to Go Wild. This kit is from Vanilla Paper Co. as well. I remember this was a time where when I bought from Vanilla Paper Co., I bought when they were on sale, and then realized when it was time to film, I just had a bunch of kits from the same shops over and over. And honestly, that didn't really sit well with me. That kind of happened. That was unusual for last year. And it kind of happened throughout the year, and I'm hoping to do better about that this year and plan with some different shops. This is Sadie Stickers. We're still in February here. This is an old kit from the Giving Girl, and this is also on my channel. And then we get to March. Where is this from? I would have to look to see where this is from. Is this Sadie Stickers? There's something about it that's really different. Maybe it's Graceful Muse Papery. No, it's good. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. This I didn't film on my channel. So this is, let's see. I filmed this one. I'm going to come back to Go Wild. I filmed this one. I think this is Sadie Stickers. And then I filmed this one, and I think this is Saucy's Stickers Co. I love this spread. This is the last spread on my channel. This is March 14th through the 20th. And then I didn't post any more videos. I just kind of fell off. And this is a couple weeks, like time-wise, a couple weeks after Go Wild, or maybe a few weeks after Go Wild. I actually filmed this spread, but didn't put it up. Okay, so going back to the flip through, this is my spread from Go Wild. Last year when I was filming, I skipped this week and said, I'm gonna come back to this and I'll film it later. I didn't film it. I did come back here, and you can see. And one big reason why I didn't film this week, way back when, is because I didn't know what kit I wanted to use. I got kits and stickers from Go Wild. I got a kit from the shop table that I was at, and then I had this kit from Nicole Alexia Designs. And I knew that I had a family trip in Universal later in the summer, and so I was like, I'm gonna do Disney World again. Which time? These colors are very Go Wild. What do I want to do? And I just was so indecisive that I skipped it altogether. So going back, spoiler alert, we did go to Orlando. We didn't go back to Disney World. So I ended up using this kit for this week of Go Wild instead of something more Go Wild specific, because we went to Disney land with the kids. Oh gosh, one of the best trips of the year. But this is when everything got crazy, crazy, crazy. So we went to Go Wild in Anaheim. Fabulous time. But all the way up into it was time for the trip, I didn't think this trip was going to happen. COVID was still a thing. It was rampant. We were still wearing masks. It was still super crazy. So right before this happened, I was scrambling to do table mate gifts, to do honorary roommate gifts, just because it was happening. And then when we got there, a lot of restrictions in California lifted. Everything just kind of start lifting, and it didn't stop from there. It just went crazy and started lifting. And so as we get into these weeks, I'm showing you here, these weeks, this was my last spread that I filmed. As we start getting into these weeks in my life, everything went crazy. Basically, when COVID started lifting and restrictions started lifting, everyone started planning vacations. Everyone got married with like 3-week notice. Work was super crazy, visiting kids. People had anniversary parties. People had birthday parties. And it felt like every weekend I was super, super busy. And work was crazier than ever. This is the last spread that I filmed, but I didn't edit and post it. Everything, birthday party, everything just went crazy. And I think because we were so cooped up with everywhere, we wanted to be there for people. So we just took the kids and we went everywhere. And work was crazy. Last year I was also applied for, that's what I'm noting here, I applied to take the board certification exam, which is basically like taking another bar exam to show that I'm a more experienced attorney and that I really know my stuff. But it is a very hard exam. It's very area specific, and I needed to apply to even be able to take it. And spoiler alert, I did get accepted to take it. And so then I spent a lot of time studying, and then I just had no time to edit. And I had time to film. I had time to plan, but no time to edit. And so I didn't. And part of it is also because I felt like when I'm balancing my time, I felt like no one was watching, and it just felt like I had to make some decisions. And that goes to my other point. The spreads that I filmed, the spreads at the early point of the year, were more elaborate and more decorative with just lots of cutesy things. I'm very proud of these spreads. I'm proud of my other spreads as well. But as the year went along, I went back to who I was when I first started planning, and when I was calling this planner my reflection planner. And I basically, I had 7 minutes a day. Like, I planned each day. There wasn't a lot of time to move things around, see things big picture, and have it mesh the way that I attempted to have it mesh in some of these more decorative spreads. So as I flip through, I'm just going to point out some memories, point out some things that were going on. But that's kind of the gist. Like, things just got crazy when everything opened up. And I wasn't prepared. Like, I didn't have a schedule. Things opened up and it was like, go. You're free. Run. And we did. So this is a kit from Paper Trail Plans. And then we get into April. I believe this is Graceful Muse Papery monthly kit. This is a kit from Rose Colored Days. I don't think much was going on this week. I really like how soft these colors are, but even though there wasn't much going on, I think you can already see a change, a more basic, no decorations above the date covers, just a more basic spread, as I'm kind of using my time a little differently. Here, I think this kit, this paper, I think this kit is actually from a newer shop that I bought. I hope that I hauled it. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I wanted to use this. This week we had a birthday party. I'm still nursing the baby. He gets sick around this time, and I mean, not much going on. Oh, so Z's sick, and there's a birthday party, and so Tosh and Jacob went to the birthday party. This is also a time when we started hanging out with friends again. So after the birthday party, we all met up with Jacob's best friends and their parents, and this was the start of us leaving our house frequently, like to hang out. It's so wild how that, I'm looking at this, and to me, it feels like we're back to a place where it's always been like this, but it's just wild how like this was the start. Anyways, I think this is another Rose Colored Days kit. I'm not quite sure. Is it Rose Colored Days, or I feel like there are two shops that are like that I get really confused with. So I apologize because I get them mixed up, and they're absolutely not the same. And no, wait, this might be Paper Muse Crafts. No, this is Paper Muse Crafts. So sorry, so sorry. And just pointing out again, just not as much decoration. I'm really just down to the basics. I've got very little time. I'm getting in, getting out. And I'm not buying any new stickers. So I'm going through my stash. You'll see this is foiled gold, gold foil, foiled gold. Yeah, whatever. So I'm using foil, but not as much decoration. And my handwriting is crap. Anything going on this week? Special? Oh, I think this is when we were putting down our nursery, putting down our plants for the year. Each year I kind of go bigger and bigger as I get more successful. So in my house, we have this part of our house that we call the graveyard, the graveyard. And that's where all the plants that I kill go to die. And we just kind of sit there and remember. And my husband teases me a lot about it. But as the years have gone by, I've gotten better. And so this was a year that we expanded the garden quite a bit, and we were not as sure about this. This was, we decided to do container gardening. So I was doing an arrow garden, and that had a lot of just hydroponic systems, and we decided to move it outside. So this was the first year. So this is where all of our time and money was going at this point. Okay, this is a kit from Nadu Paper Studio. Oh, I love her paper. Again, this is not a foil kit, and I brought in rose gold foil. This week, I don't know. I think we're at a baby shower. Doing visits. I guess I was in trial this week. Again, not a lot of decorative things going on, but I did decorate date covers a bit. Again, just back to basics and simple. The opposite of everything that's going on right now from some of my favorite Instagram accounts that I'm seeing, and I love what they're doing, but I can't wait to do that again. It's so exciting because I also like where the trends are right now, especially with so many trends around books and torn paper. I really was itching to do those things, but I really gave very little time to planning during this time in my life. So that's not what you're going to see in these spreads. So moving into May, I don't remember where this is from. I'm so sorry, and I should have whited out. What was I doing? Lazy. Okay. So this is the week of Jacob's birthday. So I pulled in an old kit from Planner Pixie Co. Because it is Star Wars themed. And I pulled in some gold foil. Let's do a little vid wiggle. Definitely not soft, girly, or any of those things. But I wanted this spread to represent Jacob and not really me. And he's a huge superhero Star Wars fan. And so I went with that theme and pulled in some gold foil and used a lot of older stickers in my collection. Super dark, especially for April. For Jacob's birthday, we went to SeaWorld to celebrate his birthday. Again, we are like out and about. We had to travel to do that. So we went to SeaWorld on his birthday with some friends and their parents, and we had a fabulous time. And for some reason, I'm still pulling all-nighters. I'm really getting too old for that. I need to stop. So this is the week of, I believe, Mother's Day week. I used a kit from, I hold this kit. I did. It was not foiled. Beautiful paper, but I'm so sorry I don't know off the top of my head. So during the week of Mother's Day, I'm hanging with the kids, cuddling. I am still breastfeeding, guys. That's a whole thing too. We are hanging out with friends, going to happy hour. We are out. My husband's playing softball. I think we are in some kind of season for Jacob. Maybe it's flag football season. I'm doing a lot with watering plants. I brought in, let's see, gold foil, but not a lot of embellishments or decorations. This kit is also from Nadu Sticker Studio. Oh, I love this spread. Look at this. I brought in, it looks like rose gold to bring some pop to this kit. No, it was already rose gold foil, looks like. Yeah, sorry. But it is from Nadu Sticky Studio, brought in. It's a rose gold kit. I think her shop is closed. I hope she reopens it because I really, really love her kits. I love her paper. I love her customer service. I love everything about her. I know that she has a new baby, so I don't know that she has the time, but I hope that she does reopen at some point. This is a time where we are spending a lot of time with the garden and the plants. Going to nurseries. For Jacob's birthday, he got his own raised garden. So he started his own garden, which is super cute. But also, unfortunately, he wanted to grow watermelon in a raised garden bed with vines that went everywhere. Yeah. So do a little bit wiggle. That's what's going on now. Bright week. So I'm pulling in older kits that I have for these weeks. I am not buying anything. I'm not buying kits. I'm not buying $2 Tuesdays. When I am not enmeshed in the community and I'm not on Instagram, I don't buy things. And if I don't have any money to buy things, I don't get on Instagram. So I'm using a lot of older kits and just pulling in things that I have. This is a kit from a favorite shop of mine that closed a long time ago. So I'm bringing in these bright colors and just showcasing just a lot of fun and joy and working really hard. And I am starting to get things together in case I get accepted to take the board certification exam. So I'm buying note cards. I'm trying to get my life together, trying to get some things out of the way so that I make some time in my life to be able to study. This is a kit from Two Little Bees back when she did like the mini kits. I think it was like the B6 kits. So I had to bring in washi from my own collection, and then I did some overlays on top of it. Both of these are simply gilded washi, and this is a Sadie Stickers overlay on top. This is foiled gold, and these are B6 size boxes. And this is a week. Oh, I went to field day for Jacob. So this was one of the first times where they really let us into the school. I don't even think we went in, but they're starting to let us participate and do things that parents do. So we went to field day and I got to kind of volunteer at the school, which was really fun. It's the things that you take for granted, or in my case, I never got to experience because when COVID started, Jacob was in pre-K. Z didn't exist. So we never did the open houses and the field days. I mean, at this point he's in first grade, but at this point he's in second grade. We missed all these things that people just kind of take for granted. We didn't get to do it. So this was extra fun. This was also a very devastating day for other reasons. It was just a lot during this time. So that's May. I, again, don't know. And I still didn't white out. You guys, I'm super lazy. Okay, so this is a kit from Vanilla Paper Co. And let's see what's going on this week. I started watching Grey's Anatomy from the beginning because I had never watched it before. So, yeah, that took basically all of the year. It's pretty crazy to start a show that's so old that at the beginning they have flip phones. It was wild. It was like going down like memory lane in a lot of ways. Anyways, I think we had the kids this week. And gosh, we've already gone through flag football. This is T-ball season. I'm doing visits. Oh, Jacob ended school the week before. So this is the first week of summer, and he had camp this week because I wasn't playing. He went straight to camp, straight out of the house, get busy, have fun. Don't sit around the house watching Netflix, basically. We had a birthday party, a pool party to go to this week. Yeah. Oh, and lots of plant things. The garden's doing great. Spoiler alert, it did great until the summer hit, like the Texas summer. So let's see. This is an old kit from Sadie Stickers. This is a B6 kit, gold foiled. Again, pulling in a lot of older stickers, fewer foiled stickers, almost no embellishments. In fact, I don't see any embellishments. Definitely more of old school style planning. Back to some of the earlier videos on my channel. I promise you guys I had 7 minutes a day to plan each day. And when I plan with a lot of the newer styles and the newer decorations, it's so soothing and fun. But each spread, I mean, those spreads could take me 2 to 3 hours. And that's not even talking about the editing and then the voiceover. And this is just a time where I'm not putting as much time into my hobby as I had in the past. We are still virtual for work at this time. I'm in a lot of trials, trial after trial after trial. One of the great things about being virtual and being in trial is I work a lot with family law. And I work a lot with kids, and sometimes trials are grueling. And I really loved how I could get a 15-minute break and walk outside and check on the plants and, you know, just kind of do some stuff in the garden and just kind of self-soothe a little bit during this time. It was such a wonderful time for that. Still nursing Z at this point. Yeah. Let's see. Surely there was a birthday party. Nope, no birthday party. Okay, this is a very old kit, probably 3 or 4 years old kit, from Samantha May Sticks. This was my husband and I's 12th anniversary. And then this weekend we also had a wedding for my brother-in-law, so we were out of town. I pulled in washi from my collection, and it also had this bottom washi strip. This was already foiled in gold foil, and I just pulled in what I could. It's definitely not the same format or even a similar format as what we use these days, so it was a very old school vibe to this kit in this week. So we had wedding. My husband was in the wedding. Last minute, Jacob was asked, I don't know, 10 o'clock the night before the wedding to be in the wedding because, you know, stuff. And so Jacob got to be in his first wedding. And spoiler alert, baby Zan, Z, was horrible at the wedding. I mean, he was horrible. It wasn't his fault. It started late, very late, and we had used up all of our goodwill with him to the point where before it started, we're in the parking lot feeding him chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A because it was starting really late and he was acting up quite a bit. Okay. This week, I'm trying to fill it to see if I know where this kit is from. I don't know. I feel like this kit is from the same shop as I don't know, do you care? Let's see. This shop. I believe so. Don't remember the name still, but it should be in a haul somewhere. So we're getting back from a wedding. Super exhausting. I think this is the week that I found out that I was accepted to take the board certification exam. And I was supposed to start studying for it before I got accepted, like in March. And I didn't. I didn't start studying until I got accepted. So at this point, I'm panicking. And even less time because still nursing Z. It's June. We're well past his deadline. Zan is very strong-willed. So he wasn't ready to stop and therefore he didn't. Z also at this point has already broken his arm. He busted his lip. He has he's a very fun-loving boy, I would say. And again, I'm repeating the same things, but it goes to say along the same lines that very basic planning. Almost not even decorative. I mean, back in the day, it would have been considered decorative, but not to like what I was doing on my channel, not what I have had time to do in the past. Very basic. But the fun part about that was using up some of my older stickers that have been staring at my face that I still liked, but that didn't really fit. I didn't want to get rid of them, but they haven't always fit with some of the colors and the things that I've been working with. Another thing that you'll notice is even though I'm using floral kits, you don't see me bring in a lot of florals because I have said in the past that florals are not my favorite. They've grown on me quite a bit. They're so diverse. They make being soft and girly easy, right? But I get tired of them from time to time. And so since I was off camera and I have very little time, I didn't bring in florals. And it was okay. Okay, moving into July. Ooh. Okay. So this was a week where I drove to San Antonio for work. Mama Elsie was down. She came back after the wedding. So I'm starting to study for the board certification exam. And then we are having dinner parties with friends. We had a big 50th birthday party to celebrate here. I flew to Corpus and back for work on the same day. And this kit is from Graceful Muse Papery. This is also the week that I weaned Zan. This was his last week nursing. So all of my nursing stickers, bottle stickers. Wait, I still had milk in the freezer, but I just wasn't nursing anymore. This is absolutely beautiful kit. This is from Crafts by Tally. Is this my first time using one of her kits? I think it might be. Silver foiled. I have this kit in multiple foils. So a big week last week with the partying and the traveling. Went to happy hour with friends. I'm driving to Waco, driving to see clients. Still, we've got the garden, and at this point, it is brutal outside. It's so hot. It is uncomfortable. The garden is wilting. I'm panicking. Those are my friends. Still a little more basic. I guess this is the basic. It's going to be the trend for the rest of the year because of the lack of time. This is a kit from Nadu Stickers Studio. It was not foiled. I brought in silver foil. and a few embellishments here and there. I think we had a wedding this weekend. No, we're getting ready. Wait, no, we're traveling to Universal. So one of the things that I did not have, and does anyone have like Universal or like Orlando stickers? That's not, I mean, you can find Disney everything, but I couldn't find like Universal. So this is a vacation week for me and my family, my little family and my big family. So we were at Universal this week, traveling with the kids. We stayed on site for a few days, and then the rest of my family came in, and we moved to a Airbnb. We had 2 houses side by side, and we partied it up pretty big. My cousin's birthday and birthday party as a family. And then we moved into this week. But this is my first time using a kit from this shop. It's really, really beautiful. I will say that there were not a lot of writable spaces in quarter boxes and half boxes. And I think this is probably why I didn't buy from the shop again after I bought for them this one time. But it was beautiful. You don't really need the embellishments because they're everywhere. It looks like I have embellishments, but I don't. So we're getting back from Orlando and our Universal trip here. I feel like I missed a wedding somewhere. I missed a couple weddings, a few birthday parties. But we are back, and I am studying for the board certification exam. We're also getting ready for Zan to go to daycare for the first time. So excited, so ready. This week of July 25th through the 31st, the last week of July, what did we do? We had the last T-ball game. I feel like, we went and we spent 3 days in Dallas for a little vacation, a week after our other vacation. So we stayed in a hotel. I had some visits to do, some work to do, some studying to do. I had study group, and that's what we did this week. So we were traveling. I know a lot of people don't use checklists, but I still use them. Whether I'm trying to be basic or elaborate, I love checklists. It is a way for me to really get in as many things as possible, just not to forget. I mean, I really hate if I can only fit 3 things into a day. I'm trying to really show my full day. And yeah, like, shops, please don't get rid of checklists. I feel like a lot of the more functional items are slowly disappearing, and it just hurts my heart so much because it's just so hard to find. So travel week, this is our last T-ball game. Oh man, T-ball was a mess because we were gone for so much. We missed so many games. I feel so bad. We were gone because of weddings and things like that. Done through. Going into August, this is Miss and Meow monthly. So this is a kit from Nadu Sticky Studio, not foil. I brought in, what did I bring in? Rose gold foil. So this is a week that we are at the lake house this week. So doing work, studying, all of the things. And then we go out to the lake house. School's getting ready to start. We like to go to the lake house at least once a year there's no service out there. So it really is just get out there and spend time together and be in the pool and just relax. So this was also the day that we had lots of pool time. We kissed the kids goodbye because they were going with my mother-in-law. This was the first time during this time of year that I was away from Z overnight. And oh God, it was hard. It was the first time I was away from Zan, and we were gone for 4 days. So we left Conroe. We left the lake house. The kids went to spend a week with my in-laws, and then for my husband's birthday, I treated him and took him to Cancun for his birthday. Unfortunately, I had taken too many days off from work, so even though we were in Cancun, this was definitely a work week for me. So I still had hearings, I still had meetings, phone calls, I was still prepping for trial. So we were in Cancun. It was great until we got back. So we pick up the kids here. You know what? And I keep talking about the lack of embellishments. And there's some part of me that's like, it's just not pretty enough. But another part of me, it's like, man, it makes me nostalgic for like a simpler time where I feel like there was more of an emphasis of me recording my memories and less emphasis on the decoration of it all. And I just really want to do both. I want to decorate and still have enough room to like put all the things. I don't know. Let me know if you have thoughts on that, if you still hear this far. But guys, I really like this week. It's just enough for me. But it's not decorative. Maybe not as pretty, but oh, it's quick, guys, so quick. Let's see. So we are in Cancun, and then we come back. We go to pick up the boys, and this is about the time when we realize that my husband has COVID. He got it from Cancun. I mean, I'm assuming. But we get back, everyone tests, and he's the only one with COVID, so we kick him out. Say sorry, so sad. We've gone this far, we don't want to get COVID. So Hayes, poor thing, super miserable. And this is the first week of school. So I got to walk Jacob to class for the very first time ever. They let me in the building, they let me walk him to class, and it was amazing. We did meet the teacher on Monday. Oh, and this is an older kit from Two Little Bees. Like, this is really old. It's foiled, so I guess it's not that old, but this is pretty old. And I really, really liked it. And it just kind of fit the theme of the week, almost like a back to school kit, back to work. So because my husband got COVID, Jacob went to school on the first day of school, and then he couldn't go back. But luckily he was negative, so we got on a plane and we flew to Alabama to see my parents because we just can't stay home. This is a point where we're just like allergic to our house or something. I don't know. So we go to Alabama. This is a kit from Paper Focus. It's not a foil kit, and I did not bring in any foil. I decided to go without it. This kit was, I really like how this week came out, but this kit was actually very hard to work with. So now we're back to work, and I'm saying I'm exhausted. I'm like, we need to stop traveling. We've run out of money. And I'm studying like crazy, studying like crazy for the board certification exam. So that's where we are here. Moving into September. So this is the last week of August, moving into September. This is a kit from Nicole Alexia Designs. This made me think of fall. It is foiled rose gold. It's one of the first kits that I bought when I was really starting to get into $2 Tuesdays and getting into more foil. But for this week, I didn't actually bring in a lot of foil. And at this point in time, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm going for a different vibe. If I can't embellish, then I'm just gonna depart all the way at this point. That's what's going through my mind. Doing a lot of studying. Getting the carpets clean, especially after my husband had COVID. I really had to like do a fall clean. It was awful. This week, this kit is from Ink. River in Ink, I think. older kit that I had. I did not bring in any foil. I did this spread without foil. I really actually had a hard time with this week because it just felt like a mess. It felt like there was too much going on. But there was too much going on in my life. I'm stressed out, as you can see. I am studying like crazy, and I'm starting to panic because I'm realizing I don't have enough time, and I don't want to take this exam anymore because I don't want to fail. And it's going to be harder than the bar, and I just don't want to do it. So I'm trying to get out of it by convincing the people who love me to let me guilt-free not take the exam. And this is also the week that Queen Elizabeth II died. Okay, guys, I don't know where I left off. I had to take a break because I was just starting to go on and on and on and on. So this is like the second week of September. What's going on now? Oh, okay. So at this point the year, I've promised myself that we're not doing any more traveling. Work is crazy. And the funny thing about when you're supposed to be studying to take a huge exam, you find new hobbies or new things to help you avoid doing the things you should be doing. So this is the week where I started working out again. So yeah, smart stuff. Work out, don't study. We are back at school. Looks like flag football has started again. We are still troubleshooting in the garden because it was such a hot summer. So it's September and we're like redoing our watering system because it was so hot. I'm still trying to convince the people who love me that I should not take the exam at this point. The thing about being successful or not successful, that sounds, I don't know, not humble, but the thing about doing the things that I've done, doing well in school, law school, starting my own firm, is people seem to think that like whatever I touch, it'll be fine, without seeing like the work that goes on behind that makes me successful, or like the hard work I do. So I can tell that I'm not able to, as a mom, business owner, that I'm not able to put in the time that I need to. So I can tell that I'm not where I need to be. But it's really hard to convince the people who love me that like it's not all just gonna work out just fine. So I'm forced to study. I've got an attitude about it, and it is not just flag football time, but it is fantasy football time, which is the best time of the year. So I think I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this is a B6 kit from Chatty Stickers. I really miss these smaller, more affordable kits. I mean, if you want to do something like this these days, you have to do just the journaling sheets, and they're not going to have any kind of full boxes. And I just really miss this. I just felt like this was an affordable option, and it's a way to bring in your own washi that you have buckets and buckets and buckets of. I'm still at this point super busy planning for stress relief, but not a lot of time to do a lot of elaborate decoration. And at this point of the year, I'm really missing it. I'm really missing the creative outlet part that I don't feel like I was getting at this time. So this week is also a kit from Chatty Stickers. It is rose gold foiled. I really love this kit. It's a B6 kit, so it was a mini kit. And this week is very similar. Work, study. At this point, I'm like 2 weeks out from the exam, and I'm super stressed out and getting no sleep. I'm up all the time. I'm studying, and I have pretty much decided that this is not the year for me to take this exam because I just did not have the time, because work was even busier than ever, to just put in the work that I need to do. And I was just not studying. I was just not doing things in a healthy way. So that's September. And then the last week of September is Zan's birthday week and my brother, but you know, whatever. So Zan is really into dinosaurs, so I decided to pull in a kit that was dinosaur themed, that this week was going to be about him and not about me or my style. It's still a foil kit. It is Go Foil, and I really enjoyed planning this week. I just actually spent a lot of time holed up in my office and studying. This is Zan's birthday. We went to Catch Air, which used to be more baby friendly. It's like one of those, you know, kid play places where you kind of climb and go through, you know, all that stuff. But we also went to Build-A-Bear for his birthday. And Build-A-Bear is so awesome that if you go on someone's birthday, you just pay the amount of money that is the year that they are turning or just turned. So Zan turned 2, so we paid $2 for Build-A-Bear. And we even put like one of those little voice things in the bear and played like the Encanto, one of the songs or whatever, and that's what plays when he has his bear. His bear is called Mo. He named him himself. So I did have some time to just kind of have some family time. So very enjoyable. Football Sunday, and just kind of a fun kit to do something a little different. Not whimsical, not girly, not pink, but still fun. So even more fun, it's this week right here. I got this kit from Oddloop. It's a Toy Story kit. This was the week, the Saturday was the week that we celebrated. We had a birthday party for Zan. We had a piñata, we got a bouncy house, people came into town, and it was a lot of fun. And we had this 5 foot, 5 something, maybe it was 4'6", but anyway, it was this full-size weighted Buzz Lightyear balloon. And you put helium in it, but it's weighted, and it like bounces around the house. So every time you turn a corner, you have no idea where this thing is gonna be. This thing lasted 4 months, probably the best $26 we ever spent. However, that thing was everywhere, and the kids loved it. They like dropped them down the stairs when they wanted to move them downstairs. They took them back upstairs. They punched them. I know, no, violence is bad. I know. That thing stuck around for months. They loved that thing. And then on this Monday, I took the board certification exam because I was unable to back out of it because my husband really wouldn't let me. He just kind of dragged me kicking and screaming. In fact, this Sunday, he literally put me in a hotel room, drove me down, met me. I couldn't even drive to the hotel by myself. Like, he was like, nope, I don't think you're going to go. So let me check you into your room and make sure you go to your room like a kid. And so I did the board certification exam, which was awful. And then after that, I had to go do some visits and do some work. And then I complained about the whole exam all night and probably for the whole week. But I was very glad that it was over because I started to get some sleep. And by sleep, I mean I slept for months to catch up on sleep and work and all this stuff. I didn't even get back to filming videos because I was starting to have more time. I didn't even get back to filming videos because I didn't have any me time that I had. Any time to myself I had during this time, I was asleep. Okay, so then we are in the second week of October. This is a kit from Graceful Newspapery. One of the things that you might notice is you're going to see some appearances of layering and a little bit of florals, and just see just a little bit more. Still no decorating date covers, but you're just starting to see a little bit more. And this is where I'm having just a little bit more time to just kind of enjoy the process. Lots of work, flag football's going on. I'm prepping for trial, of course. We still have birthday parties. We're still traveling on the road. And I was going to say something, but I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I forgot. So, October, Graceful Muse Papery. I really enjoyed this. And it's gold. Okay. So then I started switching into Halloween kits. This is old. Okay, I'm back again. I had a visitor. I don't know if I already said this, but this kit is from Samantha May Sticks, I think. This is a very old kit. This is a kit that I got back when glitter headers were a thing everywhere, to the point where people were just buying glitter headers and then matching them with kits. Oh, I feel so old. And so this is an old kit. So at this point in the year, I'm realizing, one, I'm super tired, and two, I'm not getting any videos up this year. So at this point, I'm kind of using up kits that have been sitting in my collection for a while and that I just kind of want to move. And also during this time when I was super busy during the summer and all of this other stuff, I didn't buy any kits. I wasn't on Instagram. I wasn't spending any money. All the money was going into the garden. And shops release stuff for the season so early. So I'm sure by the time they're doing October stuff, it's probably like July or August. So when I was busy traveling and living my life, it was too late when I kind of came around at the beginning of October to try to get some of the newer kits. So I didn't. So I had to just use what was in my collection. I am working at this point, sleeping and working. Yep, I'm still working out though. Yay. And football season is going strong. Fantasy is doing amazing. And then this is the next week. This is a kit from Vanilla Paper Co. I think I used almost all the kits from her this year, and I didn't buy any more. I know that there were some, some problems. And my planner bestie, Marcy, had some problems, and so I just kind of used up what I had, and it's really unfortunate because they were so affordable. But anyways, this is a kit. I don't know if I got it. I think I got it the year before last. Not this year, not year before. This is 2023. Not 2022, but the previous year. And it was beautiful because I got to choose Hollow, which is my favorite foil. And this is the weekend of Halloween. I think Halloween fell on a Monday. Yep. So we did trunk or treat at the school, and Zan was Baby Hulk. And I think Jacob was Buzz Lightyear. Jacob has a lot of costumes that he just wears like after school clothes. So when we get to October, I can never keep up with who he is. I know he got a Buzz Lightyear costume, but I did see him in Spider-Man for something, and then I also saw him as Captain America for something. So I don't know, but I think, yeah, I can't keep up with my kids. So we had some adult time, some fun time, and I was in trial this week. I hope we're going into November. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is Sadie stickers. I believe it is. It looks like it's Sadie stickers. So so I really, at this point, I'm starting to plan a little bit more. Not plan, but like look at my kits, look at my hobby. And the reason why I use this kit is technically this is Halloween, but I wanted to transition into fall. And so I thought this was a perfect Halloween's on a Monday kind of kit. Still not very decorative, still very functional, but I'm loving it all the same and dreaming of having a little bit more fun. And I don't think anything special other than Halloween happened this week. Moving into November, the second week. Well, I guess technically this is the first week of November. I'm not sure how we count weeks these days. So this is a kit from Planner Pixico. It is unfoiled. It's an older kit in my collection, and I decided to forgo the foil and just used regular icons from my collection or from the kit. I really liked how this came out, and I also liked how it wasn't really fall themed. One of the things that I am doing better at as I'm starting to buy again is I'm buying more non-seasonal themed kits, or just non-themed kits, just fun. I used to do it all the time, and now it's like, do I have enough summer kits? Do I have enough fall kits? Do I have enough Christmas? And I really just kind of miss the anytime kits. So pulled this out, work. That's all I'm doing. We thought that Jacob was going to be out of school on the 11th for, I think it was Veterans Day, and he wasn't. So it really sucked because we were bad parents, and we had already purchased tickets for Black Panther 2, and we wanted to go during the day because we had Zan. And it was... really didn't want to disturb anyone else. So we needed to go when there were as few people as possible. And so we went, and Jacob went to school, and we picked him up from school to see Black Panther 2. So we definitely are bad parents. And just family. Oh, we had a we went and hung out with some friends for football. UT lost. Disappointing. Played some loteria and some right center left. Just definitely it's so weird to look at how different 2022 started and how it's ending with like kind of a normalness to it that I never thought we would really have again. Not so quickly. It's almost like COVID was a dream. And I say that knowing and apologizing, right? Because there are some people where it doesn't feel that way because they lost people that they loved. And it was truly devastating, whether they lost their job, and I don't mean that. I don't mean that it didn't happen, but it just feels even now so unreal. So moving into further into November, this is a kit from Sweet Fox Papery. My husband's traveling for work, so it's just me and the kids this week. Lots of gym time. I really got some things done that was on my list. I went to Goodwill. I cleaned out my closet. Just very productive. It's just still going to the gym. So I got in the habit when I was trying to avoid studying for my exam, and then it stuck. So I'm still working out and still trying to be stronger, build good habits, be healthier, things like that. Some football. This kit is from Sweet Fox Papery. It's a shop that is no longer open. I actually held on to this kit for a very long time because I really like this kit. And although the planner styles have changed so significantly, I still really, really held on to this kit because I thought it was just so vibrant and so pretty and everything that I like for November, which is my birthday month. And so I'm partial, right? I like these colors. I like this feel. And so here and there you see some florals. I'm bringing them in from other kits. I'm doing some minor decorative things here and there, just starting to kind of, lean in and missing some of the time I would put in to my spreads. At this point, I am also in trial this week and, work. Oh, and I got to go to Jacob's Apex run. It's a fundraiser at his school. He got the top prize. He did amazing. I'm so proud of him. And then I got to watch him run. I ran with him a couple laps, but guys, I thought it was going to be baby laps and it was not. So I am not built for that. I am not a runner and I am not built to run. Even those kids, they ran and not built like that. I wasn't even built like that at that age. I don't know what they're doing over there. Okay, this is a Sadie Stickers kit. It's an older kit. I think I got it in a grab bag or something like that. This is also my birthday week. And And I don't really have much to say because it's also Thanksgiving week. So my birthday was the day before Thanksgiving. I actually didn't have to work the day after Thanksgiving, first time in years. So we actually left and spent Thanksgiving with family. It was so weird because I don't know that I've ever gotten to spend Thanksgiving away because I've always had to work the Friday after. So it's just kind of a weird feel. And even now I'm looking at that and I'm like, I wish I had more of these shapes to do with the day covers because this is an older kit. I didn't have a lot of florals or a lot of deco to really dig into this kit the way I would have wanted to, especially at this point in the year. So this was also another reason why I use some of the older kits because I do rely a lot more on layering stickers and florals and things like that. And my older kits don't have them. I do really want to go through them, the ones that I don't have them, and be on the lookout for florals or deco or things that I think will match them and start picking them up and kind of adding to those so that I can start using those kits and spending less. So I just want to spend less money in general on sticker kits because it's getting to the point where if you're getting everything and you want all the options, like $40, $45, and I don't know. I do want to spend it, but I don't know if that's what I don't know. I just don't know if I want that to be me. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm just going to move on because I don't think that makes any sense. Oh, and for my birthday, we went to an escape room and it was amazing. We didn't escape. No, I'm not helpful for things like that. My brain is not smart like that. It's a different kind of smart. So moving into the last week of November, I quickly shifted into December and basically Christmas kits. This is an older kit from Planner Pixico. It's actually Disney themed, but once I got it because of the colors and because of the Christmas theme years ago. And then once I got it and realized it was Disney thing, I was just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna spend Christmas at Disney. So I just kind of wanted to use it this year because I really like traditional Christmas colors where I can, at least one or two. And then I pulled in some washi. This is, I think, Simply Gilded washi. Pulled in some washi from my collection. These layouts do not go with any of my planning style anymore. Just very boxy, but that's what I had. And so that's why this spread came out that way. What did I do this week? Oh, so this is the start of, so if you remember last year, each day day in November, we had a family activity, a Christmas themed family activity going up, kind of like a countdown to Christmas. And I did that again this year. So day one, we went to Kalahari, which is in Round Rock. It's like an indoor water park. We didn't do that part. And we just did trains. They have like a train thing out. And Christmas treats. Day two, we went up to light up the lake in Round Rock. It was not very fun, but the kids liked it. Day three, we did a Grinchmas in San Antonio where we saw the Grinch. Grinch was late to work. We saw him on the corner. Well, we went to the Grinchmas. He wasn't there. And we were like, oh, maybe we got this wrong. Then we did some other stuff and we saw the Grinch kind of chilling on the corner. And my husband was like, I think he's late for work. And when we came back to go back to our hotel, we did run into him and he was definitely just late for work. On day four, we went to the Riverwalk to see some lights. One of the great things that I did this year when I did do these activities is they weren't all the same from last year. So we did some new things. Some things fell flat. But I actually would have skipped this daily activity, but it turns out that I accidentally started this tradition thing, and Jacob was like, oh, I can't wait until we start doing this as we were going up to it. And I was like, oh, so you are expecting this. And so then I had to do it. I also was doing some travel for work. And then we moved into more December. This is a kit from Sadie Stickers. It's one of those smaller B6 kits. It was called Santa Baby. It was one of my favorite kits. I wish I would have gotten it in the larger size. I just really like this color scheme for Christmas. It's unexpected, and that's what I liked about it. It is silver foiled. I had to bring in my own washi. And again, I'm using these checklists. I always use the checklist. Still here and there, you see some florals. You see me doing some layering here and there. So doing a little bit here and there, but not as much. I wouldn't say it's not as much to work with. I still wasn't putting in the time. Wasn't putting in the time that I would have. I mean, I was still just so tired at this point. I was just barely making it. I really didn't even decorate as much for Christmas as I wanted to. I just, I was just failing. I don't know. Okay, then I went into the Grinch. We went into the week of December 12th through December 18th. I used a kit from Oddloop. It was a Grinch kit. I love the Grinch. Love him. I just feel, I mean, Christmas season is my favorite season. So I'm not going to say that like I feel connected to him because of it. I love Christmas. That's on it. But you know, there's like a petty side of the Grinch that I just really connect with. And I feel like he gets me, or he would get me, except for the whole stealing presents thing. More Christmas activities. I think we went and we saw Elf Orchestra. That was definitely a different activity that we'd never done before. And it was so much fun. There was some ice skating done, and we went to Santa Land, which was so fun, but the line, oh God, it was awful. We did some traveling in Dallas. We did reading Christmas books for one of our activities. So some of these activities can be super easy if you want to do it and do small things with your kids to work up to Christmas, like just reading Christmas books. And Jacob read one book over and over and over again, trying to get the voices right. It was actually very funny and very fun. It's a busy time of year for work. And just, again, more of an old just throwback, I guess, spread to the olden days. And at this point, I knew I wasn't going to film any of these spreads because, I mean, no one even plans like this anymore. And I don't even plan like this anymore. But this was more of a, like, I want to finish up this planner kind of thing at this point. And then we get into Christmas week. And boy, does this look so different. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. You guys, this is just completely different. So we've got date cover decoration. We've got layering, we've got florals, we've got transparent stickers mixed with premium matte stickers. We've got foil, still got these bow checklists. Guys, please don't get rid of the bow checklist. I think this kit is from Nadu Sticky Studio. Is it? Or is it Sadie Stick? I think this is Nadu Sticky Studio. It has the vibe of Sadie Stickers, to be honest. I love this spread. I love this kit. And I sat down and took my time and had fun. And doing this spread with all of the just more embellishments, just more time, it truly made me realize that I did want to plan not just to get through the plans, that I truly did want to have fun, make time for my hobby, and make it pretty again. I can't promise that I'm going to film everything because I know that I don't want to edit everything. But I got to the end of the year and was just like, this feels so good. So this is the week of Christmas. I am almost off at this point, still doing shopping, doing the things that people do during the holidays, spending time with family, getting some naps and some sleeps in. Wonderful time. But also this spread, I feel like, reflects the time that I had. And then finally, it's the last week, which I did not plan. I had made up my mind that I didn't want to put any more spreads and any more kits into this. I have second guessed this so often that I probably will do it because I can't stop thinking about it. But I did not do it so far. So at this point, I'm into a new planner. My new planner for this year is Chatty stickers. And there you go. So you're all caught up on my life, where I've been, which is like everywhere and nowhere at all. And as I promised some of my friends when I went to go wild, I'm going to start filming. I don't know what I'm going to film. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to do it. Even if I'm talking to myself. Deal? Deal. Thank you guys. I will see you next time. Bye. Have a good day.